So hi there, welcome to lesson 2. We're still dealing with dates here, and we want to look at how we can convert from string variables into date formats. Now we already built this system in module 3 for dates. We're going to add time to it. So when you are converting from string to date or string to date and time, there's an order. First, you need to know the mask. And what do we call this date mask? The order of the time parts we had explained. So for time or clock, so I'll be using clock and date. This is the terminology I'll be moving forward. Clock meaning current time, date meaning today's date or a date reference. For clock, it's very important to know the hour, the minute, and the second, and not always second, but just the hour and the minute sometimes. The order within the text. So sometimes we are doing string. Sometimes the month comes first, then the day, then the minutes. Sometimes, most of the time, the hour comes before the minutes and then the seconds. But you must first know the sequence. Number 2, you must know the date. You will generate what we call a date number. A numeric value will come based on those reference dates we had mentioned. Based on those reference dates and based on the mask above, it will give you a number, but that number means the number of days from 1st of January 1960 or the number of milliseconds from midnight of 1960. And then the third thing is to now alter the display, because you will just keep seeing a number. You know what that number now means, but it means nothing to anybody, just completely nothing. Okay, so number 1 is to know the mask: day, month, year, hour, minute, second. Secondly is to now generate a number. When you do this, this is a number, and this number is total number of days. So let me go back one more step. 13th December 2021, if you go and check it and calculate it, is 22,627 days from January 1st. So if you start counting all the days, it will lead you to December 13, 2021. Now when you have this, it has turned black. It was string. That's what most of this lesson is. It was string here, red, and then we move here, it turns black. So it gives me a number, but we have what we call a date format. This is just numeric number, and you can't do much with this visually. Of course, you can find differences in dates of birth and all that stuff, but it can't really do much for you until it becomes this. So this is black, and this is really the date format. This is what it looks like, and it was just red some days ago. I mean some minutes ago. And if you realize, the difference between this number 3 and number 1 is that there is no space, so the dates is all together. So that's how we start. We start with a variable like this. Now sometimes 2012 may be first, followed by December and 13. That is the year, the month, and the day. So people write dates in different formats. People write time basically the same format, but it's very important to know that. So when you are in this form, string and red, you now generate a number. To generate a number, this is the syntax for clock. Clock has a double in front of it. You generate double event time, just like you had the time on your wristwatch, equals to clock. Clock is for that clock image that you saw some minutes ago, and then you put the string there. Then you put the order in which those elements are structured within that string. So in this time string, for example, and just an example, it is year, month, day, hours, and minutes. So sometimes second may be missing. For you to really do clock, you just need hours and minutes. But for you to do date, you need year, month, day. Now look at date here. Simple. Do the date string, and remember it's the date function in blue, and DMY, which is day, month, and year. So it can change. It can change. It can be of different formats, different structure, and we'll see different types. Now, when you have done that, you get this black. Doing this will produce this black, and then you do what we call alter display. Format TC, C stands for clock, will help you format the event time. Format TD will help you format the event date, and you will be able to generate a number like this. It's black, but it has words in it. It's a special this thing. So those are the three basic steps. Just always remember the fundamentals, and I'm sure they will greatly help. Remember the mask or the date parts. Remember you use double if you are doing event time, and you can just generate if you're using event date. Don't forget the function clock and the function date, and I'm sure you'll be fine if you use this format. The last one, TC meaning for clock, TD meaning for date. So I hope this helps. I will see you in the next video where we will be talking about numeric conversions.